Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with me, the Titan. And we are back in Sweden, and we were just talking in the last video of the new things. We were at IDs, and we were done with those, so let's head on to missions. These are very similar to what you could have seen in previous EU games, but here you have 3 missions to choose from. Improve relations with Denmark? Absolutely not. People controller? Probably hard. But improve our prestige? That's decent enough. And we'll get a stability. Sure. And yeah, these are very normal, and you just mostly need a certain amount of tech before you can do these. So let's head on to stability and expansion. Now, this is our stability. That's it. You don't get anything else. You press a button and you spend administrative power to boost your stability. Now, this cost can actually go up or down depending on modifiers, as we have a advisor that gives us minus 10% cost on this. And then we have some religious disunity, which is Swedish peasants that wants to lower tax. You can see all your rebels here and just handle them. So they want to rise up in Lapland, up here, which doesn't have a fort, which is bad. And yeah, I can probably go into that now. Every single province has fort level 1. Every single place has a fort except colonies. So Lapland currently is a colony. So that is why. We really don't want them to rise up, but as we first handle them, these are the things we can do. We can accept the demands, which we will lose stability, or we'll lose prestige. We'll lose 10 prestige if we accept them, and we'll get a tax revolt. But we can't do that because they don't own any provinces. We can combat them by boosting our stability, or we can send a missionary there to convert them, but we can't convert in a colony. Or we can put down some harsh treatment, spend 5 military power, and basically crush them for a while, for 5 years, which will reduce revolt risk and the minimum revolt risk. 2 seconds. This is overextension, something completely new, and we'll come back to this once we actually take a core, take a province. Colonization, maybe we'll go into this later on, but not at the moment. But we are going to boost our stability. It goes up to +1, and we gain some really nice effects of this. Religion is Catholic, and yeah, we sort of hate or dislike the others. There's no defender of the faith. England controls Curia. This is also the odd new thing, that Christians have Catholicism. Or if I just said that the wrong way around. But all nations that are Catholic can get a Reform Desire event. For example, you can extract some money from the church, but some people may not like that, or you let someone influence the church that shouldn't. And when any Catholic country does this, the Reform Desire rises. When this reaches 100%, then the Protestant Reformation starts, and that's it. You can't stop it. It will rise up, and some nations will be falling to its way, and some nations will be battling it. And here we also have all of our conversions, the people we can convert, and we can't do that yet because they're colony. Last but not least, our military. These are just basic stats for all our units, and we can upgrade some units here as well. Oh, we just went over our force limit by 1, which is costing us some money, but we'll let that stay for now. I know it costs some, but we can afford it at the moment, and we'll probably drop sooner or later. And we are almost at our force limit of ships. Let's see what Denmark has. Yeah, they also have Norway. We have 7. Yeah, they're a bit more powerful than us at sea. Yeah, they're quite a bit more powerful than us at sea. But we have the advantage of military power. So, oh yeah, leaders as well. As you can see, we have 0 of 1 leader. If we go above having 1 leader, we pay an upkeep of 1 military power every month to have that extra leader. All countries get 1 for free, but the rest costs money, and that is both naval and land leaders. So you have to choose your way of doing things considering this, because having too many of them will cripple you militaristically. Diplomatic power, we can have 4 diplomatic relations, which means alliances, royal marriages, anything that sort. Now, one other thing that has massively changed from the previous games is that you don't have a pool of people. We have 2 merchants, and that's it. They're stuck with us, and we're stuck with them. They don't die, and they may be dead, but they're replaced. So we only have two merchants, and they are already deployed. We also have 2 diplomats, but these are also solid. They don't disappear. So I know that the Hansa is going to be a good later ally. So I am going to improve our relations too. This will send one of our diplomats to Lübeck, and he will over time increase our relations with Hansa. Now, the other thing I should do is set Novgorod as our rival, because well, they're our neighbor, they want to invade us. It's better to have them as a rival. Oh yeah, New York country rivals, and Novgorod, and now we have them as a rival. The rival system is interesting because let's pause this and move on. The rival system is very interesting from some points of view because Muscovy has set Novgorod as a rival. Because of this, they consider them an enemy. We have a relation of +50 because we both consider Novgorod to be an enemy. Or rival. And this is very good, because we don't want Muscovy to be on that side. Now let's merge these together. And let's talk about the last thing that has massively changed, and that is manpower. As you can see, we can have 19,000 manpower, and we only get 162 per month. We're not reinforcing anybody right now, but that is just as slow, or about as slow. Which is why our national idea of Indelningsverket 33% faster is very good. But right now we have 14,000 troops, and for the sake of this, we're going to declare independence. No, we are not. We are going to raise our army maintenance and naval maintenance. And we are going to send back our trade fleet, because we don't want that to get caught up with 16 ships of the enemy. And yeah, let's recruit a leader as well. Ah! Yes! 3 shock! Maneuver and fire. That is really good this early. Adolf Fredrik Delgardi. Now we are ready. So Denmark, prepare to be crushed. And we got a new ruler, 456. That is absolutely fantastic. We couldn't have hoped for a better start here. Now we get much more powers, and our only objective here and now is to defend Stockholm. That's it. It doesn't matter if they take a lot of other stuff. Well, it matters some, but as long as we hold Stockholm, we will get a ticking war score that eventually will force them out of the war. Naturally, offensive is better. So we are going to go to Värmland and hit these troops that comes in from Norway. We will deal with the Danish troops crossing over later. And they retreated. Now our diplomat is back. Let's see, do you want... Oh, no, we do not want to do that. Do you want an alliance? No, that's because we're at war. They can't marry. That's decent enough. Let's see, Livonian Order, they like us a lot. Mainly because we have the same rivalry. Enemy of my enemy, and they are of our religion. But, oh, that is so close. I will actually try to improve relations with you. Now, we don't have a diplomat at home. Both of them are improving relations. So right now, we can't send a diplomat to enforce peace. So when we want to do that, we have to recall one of these by just right-clicking them here, and they'll come back after a few days because they have to travel back. Now I'm going to stay here, and now I'm heading over to terrain, because terrain is vastly important in battle. Västergötland has... Yes, Jungle is playing, good for him. Where do I see... Yeah, here. Plains is this. So there will be no defensive position here. Not even there. Yeah, most of these are plains. If we head up here into Norway, it will be mountainous, and that is a huge defensive bonus. But right now we are just waiting here. He is coming with one. Oh, he's going to Halland first. Uh-oh. We're losing money. Not good. I'll drop the fleet maintenance. Because we're not going to get our fleet out at this moment. Could raise war taxes, but yeah, it doesn't actually increase our money. It just increases our, just decreases our maintenance, which is decent enough, but we really can't afford the exhaustion at the moment. We need it for later on. And now, where are you going? Going here. Now, let's see. I will arrive there. 23, 30. Let's wait. Because they're heading into winter. Oh. Denmark gets help from Poland. Yeah, we're going to head down here first. That is foresty. Not good. This is going to be a very decisive battle. But we can't afford to wait. We have to go for it. We don't have any river crossings here, so it's fine. And we pause. Just get some. And here we have the combat symbols. We roll a dice for each phase, and he also has 2 fire, so he will be getting, well, he has more than 2 fire, but I think we have 1 and he has 3, so on average it's 2. Both can't have it. But come shock phase, we get +2. And it's really in shock that you deal with damage at the start. Damn, 0 roll, that's not good. Oh, come on, better rolls, better rolls. Good, 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 good. But I'm fearing we are losing this one. Very, very close. I knew. Nah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Defeat him. They're retreating. They will be retreating. But yeah, we won, we got some war score, and we lost about the same amount of troops, but we got 5 prestige, army tradition, and quite a bit of war exhaustion from that fight alone. Now, our army is very low morale now, same as theirs. So we can't actually move at all right now. Our army is completely demoralized. But the Danish army is en route. They have a shattered retreat. So they will retreat all the way to Nordjylland here. They'll just keep running until they're there. And they'll run faster than a normal army because they're not organized at this moment. And they have to run there, then they will regain morale, and then they'll come back. So they're going to be out of the war for about 6 months to a year, which means we can regroup our troops, and now we got some morale, so we can actually move, and we move north. As we can see, this little skull, Norway is taking attrition. Now, sieging is also... Ooh, excuse me. Sieging, as I was saying, is different. We can check here. The siege of Dalaskogen. There are some modifiers here. let me pause here. We are in shortage of supplies, which makes the siege go faster for them. There are 19 days between each siege phase, which this clock shows. Every time this clock goes up, there may be a change to this percentage, depending on all of these modifiers. Walls are broken, fort level, so on and so forth. This is the percentage chance that the fort will fall. As long as it's in negative, it cannot fall at the next tick of this timer. As soon as it's in positive, every time this clock ticks up to full, it has that percentage chance of falling. So at around 20 or 30%, you really need to get that army off, or the fort will fall. Right now it's on 7%, and they're in winter conditions. Well, they actually have lost that one now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stand here and wait with my troops. I'm actually going to move to Helsingland, because there may be some river penalties here. And we are going to reinforce our troops a bit more. Let's see, Denmark is still way off. Good. One more tick. Come on, some more troops. Good. 10. Let's go. I hate pop-ups. Come on. Why the hell did that have to pop up now? I'm probably going to put a cut in here and see if I can manage to save anything. We'll see.